evolution of the Mike Myers movie. Mike Myers is a Canadian-born actor, comedian, screenwriter and film producer. You'll know him as Austin Powers, Shrek, and Wayne Campbell. So before we get back to the swamp, if you're a fan of movies, be sure to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Richard Isles Radio Show, for my radio movie specials. I'll keep you up to date with my specials and my next videos as well for YouTube. And it'll honestly brighten my day if you give it a like, so thank you so much if you do that. Now, Mike Myers' first acting role was on King of Kensington with Canadian legend Al Waxman. He played a minor role of Irie in 1975, so he was only 12 years old, which is very, very sweet. Myers was with David Ferry in Range Rider and the Calgary Kid, 1977. He thought he was actually a named character, which is big, Tommy in The Littlest Hobo, 1979. Everyone remembers the theme tune. I just love it.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me down the road, that's where I'll always be.
He was on an episode called Boy on Wheels, and the kid in the red shirt and the jean shorts is Mike Myers. Look at him, look at him. Yeah. He was various characters, John Byner's nephew and Timmy Byner in bizarre TV series. Now, this is just absolutely messed up. It's so weird. Released 1980. Yeah, bizarre TV series, really strange. He was a delivery boy in John and Yoko, a love story 5 years later. We got our first glimpse of Wayne Campbell, 1987. Wayne's Power Minute on It's Only Rock and Roll. Party Hardy, maybe it was a minute long, but what a minute it was. He was in 2 TV movies, Meet Julie and 110 Lombard. 110 Lombard Street had Whose Line Is It Anyways and 2.5 Men's Ryan Stiles in it, with Mike Myers. Continuing down this path of comedy next, Myers played a Cockney man. Cockney, I'm a Cockney. He mixed with Ben Stiller, John Cusack, Jeremy Piven and Andy Dick on Elvis Stories. Come 1989, SNL, Saturday Night Live. Playing various characters like Wayne Campbell and Linda Richmond to so many other memorable characters. SNL is just known for creating these A-list comedians. It's so mad. 1992. It was a big year for Mike Myers because we got Wayne's World. As you know, he was Wayne Campbell, and he was liked so much he got his own movie. Lots of great moments, like Glenn, the manager of Makito's Donuts, played by Ed O'Neill of Married in Children and Modern Family fame. His scenes are fantastic. I love the dry, dark wit, just so funny when it comes from Ed O'Neill's mouth as well. It's just great. His blankness, expression. Here's one of his lines.
Yeah, I know what you'd like to do. You'd like to find the guy that did it. Rip his still beating heart out of his chest and hold it in front of his face, so he can see how black it is before he dies.
Actually, I was thinking about filing agreements with the union.
Now,
well, the world's a
Wayne's World was a bit before their time when they said, "That's what she said." Not knowing how much of a global phenomenon it would become, being used in hit TV series The Office,
That's what she said.
and pretty much used on a daily basis by some people. They have a picture of Claudia Schiffer, and Garth says, "You finished yet? Because I'm tired of holding this up." That's when Wayne says the famous line, "That's what she said." But before this appearance, Alfred Hitchcock coined "That's what she said" joke in 1929, it's said to believe. Before The Office, before Wayne's World, and long before International That's What She Said Day, there was a sound test for the 1929 Alfred Hitchcock movie Blackmail. That's when he said it. That's pretty brilliant, isn't it? I love that. I love Alfred Hitchcock, and if you have the time, you can check out one of my other videos called Evolution of the Alfred Hitchcock Movie, if you're a fan of the director. In this, I must also mention the swing scenes. Swing. They say swing when they're talking about Claudia Schiffer as well. No Stairway, denied. People have said the riff Mike Myers plays doesn't sound anything like the classic tune by Led Zeppelin, but this is because of copyright issues that they got involved with the film, so that's why they couldn't use it. Game on! Game on! Hockey game in the street. The introduction to the film and TV show from the basement. Extreme close-up! So the first time we're introduced to the show is via a TV in Rob Lowe, Benjamin Kane's bedroom with his girlfriend, flicking through the boring channels. Then we hear Wayne's World opening titles. Wayne and Garth are the hosts and begin by saying "Party on, Wayne, party on, Garth," and play their guitars perfectly. It's a laid-back show and it's funny, and they take the camera in for extreme close-ups, and Mike Myers' eyes expand and he says the famous line. Also, we must mention the breaking the fourth wall. Now, they do this a lot. Both characters speak to the camera. It's extremely hard to pull off. Most of the time it goes down the toilet, but in this one it just works every single time. Like House of Cards, they do it really well.
And casualties. Never regret.
Or Saved by the Bell.
There you are, Zach. I've been looking all over for you. Time out.
It just works in Wayne's World. And the characters mostly talk about themselves and let the audience know things. We know Wayne still lives with his mother, and Garth is shy and has a mega crush on Donna Dixon, the dream girl. We've got to mention the product placement. Now this one is like the breaking the fourth wall. It's so hard to pull off, and they do it superbly in this one. This is the best way to do product placement ever. If you Google it, product placement, you'll see Wayne's face up there because it's so popular. For those of you who don't know what product placement is, it's the term described to the act of putting a commercial product that's popular into a film or TV show in order to entice the viewer to want to buy said product. It's usually the film that gets asked to put the products in various places. It's usually done under the radar, but in this one it's just full on, front of the screen, right in your face, and it's so funny. We're not worthy! We're not worthy! Bow down to the great Alice Cooper and Aerosmith in the second film as well. And also Jim Morrison, maybe. I'm not too sure, maybe. So they get backstage passes to meet and greet the rock legend Alice Cooper. And seeing him for the first time, they fall to their knees and say, "We're not worthy! We're not worthy!" If I recall, I think Steve Tyler says, "You're worthy, get up." And you got to mention, if you were a president, you'd be Abraham Lincoln. We have the Cantonese talk, the subtitles, the fake bad ending, the Scooby-Doo ending, the mega happy ending, the Meatloaf makes an appearance, and sort of Chris Farley as the security guard. The band performing and the music generally all around is just one of the rock greats. The best scene, which you knew it was coming, is this one.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo.
You know what they say? Never ever trust a person who doesn't either sing along or mouth the words to the famous Queen hit. Wayne and Garth's Saturday Night Live Music A Go-Go was next in 1993. 1993 also brought us So I Married an Axe Murderer, which I love too. If you're any type of Mike Myers buff, you should definitely check out this film because it's not that well known. It's quite underground, and I always remember.
Did they mention anything about his wife?
All right, okay. Look, I know that we're talking about real people here, so I'm sorry. Okay?
No, I'm serious. Did they mention the wife?
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make a joke about other people's lives.
No, I'm really serious. Did they mention the wife? I just want to know about the wife.
You win, okay? I'm a bad person.
Hey,
yes,
come on,
I'm a
take
bad
it
person.
easy, will
No,
ya?
he's saying I'm insensitive. He's saying I'm a shit.
Did you mention the wife?
Did they mention the wife?
Did you mention the wife scenes?
No, they didn't mention the wife. You happy? Yeah. Oh, yes, I'm insensitive. I'm a very insensitive
Did you
man.
mention the wife?
Stop your job. Look at the insensitive man. That's what they're paying you for.
A San Francisco poet who fears commitment suspects his girlfriend may not be who she appears. Thomas Schleim directed. He directed one of the best stand-up shows ever created, Rowan Atkinson Live. And yet we've made a video about Rowan Atkinson too. Mike Myers brings his acting chops to this one. He plays father and son in the film. The Scottish father and the main character. Nancy Travis, Anthony LaPaglia. LaPaglia, Amanda Plummer, Phil Hartman. A lot of people remember an orange on a toothpick scene in front of the TV. Move your head! I love that. You're a sexy wee bastard. Do you know that? You're turning into a wee sexy wee bastard. Do you know that? To the poetry. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. I love the I wanna be Betty's Barney. Yeah, it's another great famous scene. Charlie has an ear thing, which just makes me laugh out loud. It's so funny.
Stick a needle in your...
Jesus! I'm just trying to show you what a good relationship we have.
I'm sorry, it's just I have an ear thing, okay? There was an episode of Night Gallery, and this guy put an earwig in the guy's ear, and then, I know they said the good news is we got the earwig, but the bad news is it was a female, and... I'm sorry.
When playing Stuart, the father, Mike Myers underwent over 3.5 hours for special prosthetic makeup. Yeah, bit of trivia for you there. And as you know, he does like these characters where you need a heavy amount of makeup on them, as you see in later films. 1993, Wayne's World 2. If we build it, they will come. The inseparable duo try to organise a rock concert while Wayne must fend off a record producer who has an eye for his girlfriend. New director, Steven Surgic. The filming for the Aerosmith concert in the movie that supposedly takes place in Chicago actually took place in San Diego, California. Both Mike Myers and Dana Carvey were in the audience filming live, which is I love that. It's great. 4 years later, in 1997, another hard hitter came about in the form of Austin Powers. Austin Powers.
It's not unusual.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
Danger Powers, personal effects.
International Man of Mystery was the first one.
Danger's my middle
Meet the Parents as Jay Roach directed. Mike Myers played Austin and Dr. Evil. And it's very strange to think that Jim Carrey was going to play Dr. Evil. How mad would that have been? Mad. With Elizabeth Hurley, Seth Green, Vern Troyer, and Will Ferrell in this one. So good. Now, I love the 60s. I love hippie music, and I love this film. The catchphrases.
Freedom, baby, yeah! Bring on the sexy stews, man! Yeah!
We're called flight attendants now.
The scenes from the Fembots to I Touch Myself by the Divinyls. We have that great, I still remember the scene today, the steamroller scene. Watch out! We have those opening credits. You gotta love them opening credits to the outtakes, and we must not forget about every single time Dr. Evil comes on screen, because every time he does it, it's just full of belly laughs.
I have a plan. It's been 30 years, but I'm back. Everything's gone perfectly to plan except for one small flaw.
due to a technical error by my henchman.
As you know, it was a huge success, and it remains just part of my childhood, and I hold it and cherish it dearly. Big trivia for you. Mike Myers has revealed in interviews that the Austin Powers character was created based on a couple of instances involving his family. His father loved watching British comedies with actors like Peter Sellers and Alec Guinness, so Myers always wanted to play an English character in a comedy. He also said that one night, after coming home from hockey practice, he started flirting with his wife in an English accent. His wife laughed and told him to write the routine down so he could do it again. Writing the routine down led to the script. So thank you, Mike Myers' wife. Actually, the shushing scene between Mike Myers and Seth Green was all improvised.
Gentlemen of the jury, Exhibit A.
Number 2, would you please back me up?
I'm zippy long
Zip it.
stocking.
Zip it.
When a problem
Zip
comes
it.
along, you must zip it. Zip it.
Mike Myers modelled Austin Powers' hair and glasses after a young Professor Stephen Hawking. But that's debatable, whether it's the glasses were, Michael Caine's. But better still mind-blowing. In 1998, 54 was released, directed by Mark Christopher, about Studio 54, a world-famous New York City discotheque. The main setting of the film, it stars Ryan Philippe, Salma Hayek, Neve Campbell and Mike Myers as Steve Rubel, the club's co-founder. It was Mike Myers' first dramatic and serious role in a theatrical film, so it's a big one. The same year, Myers was in The Thin Pink Line as Tim Broderick. It was a mockumentary about Chauncey Ledbetter, an eccentric, flamboyant male supermodel convicted of murder and sentenced to death. The filmmakers interview various people involved with him, the victim and the case, to get the truth. Big cast. Take a look at their glorious faces. Still on 1998, Pete Meteor. Myers played Pete, a drug dealer living in the slums of Dublin. He tries to financially provide the 3 children of his dead brother. The children's lives are forever changed when a meteor crashes into their backyard. Whenever I think of Dublin, I've got to do the Irish accent. It's 10:15, should have done now. It's 10:15, should have done now. I'm weird. He popped up as Austin Powers in Madonna's Beautiful Stranger music video in 1999, before The Spy Who Shagged Me hit cinemas. The second Austin Powers movie, and he upped the ante, playing an extra third character, Fat Bastard. You're lucky, wee man. I'm bigger than you, I'm higher in the food chain. Even more funny villains. We have the hilarious naked open credits, the Dr. Evil scenes, which are always glorious.
Okay, all right. All I asked for was a frickin' rotating chair, okay? Well, okay. Getting a little afraid. I need an old priest and a young priest. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Whoa, hello. Okay. Sick as a dog now. Okay.
Wow, this bag is really full.
Just keep digging.
We have the tent scenes, the very famous tent scenes. Austin Powers flirting with Heather Graham, aka Felicity Shagwell. We have a great plot. Dr. Evil is back and has invented a new time machine that allows him to go back to the 60s and steal Austin Powers' mojo, inadvertently leaving him shagless. That does actually happen to people. They lose the mojo. I have it sometimes on the radio. It's just, you just lose your mojo. It's mad. It took 7 hours for Mike Myers to get into the fat suit. Did I tell you what? He didn't have to put the hours in, didn't he, Mike? He played Donnie Schusshofer in Mystery, Alaska, 1999. Jay Roach directed again for this one. This comedy is about the residents of a small town who get overexcited when their hockey team gets chosen to host a televised event. He does not look funny in this, though. After celebrating the millennium and getting all caught up in that, 2001 came, where Mike Myers teamed up with DreamWorks for Shrek. Although he wasn't the first choice, as we know, Chris Farley would have snatched the role.
Why are you blocking? I'm not blocking.
Before, you know, we got Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. Before that was a thing, we got Shrek, which I have done a massive movie special on my radio show. It was so much fun playing all the great tracks from the films, from the three films I picked. The director was Andrew Adamson and Ricky Jensen on their directorial debuts for Shrek. The cast: Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, Sir John Lithgow. I love the adult jokes. Shrek versus the villagers. Well, actually, that would be a giant. Now, ogres, oh, they're much worse. They'll make a soup from your freshly peeled skin, shave your liver, squeeze the jelly from your eyes. It's actually quite good on toast. Other movie references in this film: we have the gingerbread man scene. Oh my god, the gingerbread man scene.
You're a monster. I'm not the monster. You are. Tell me, or I'll... No, not the buttons. Not my gumdrop buttons. All right, then. Who's hiding them? Okay, I'll tell you. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane? Well...
To the happily ever after endings and sing-alongs. We all love a good sing-along. All of Donkey's scenes, every single one, just ever. Whenever Donkey's on screen, you're bound to laugh. I make the analogy to Bill Murray in Ghostbusters. It's really that good. His lines are fantastic. He just makes it, you know, you can't have Shrek without Donkey. It's the best animated sidekick of all time, on par with Sebastian in The Little Mermaid. Under the sea. Some of my favourite lines from him are as follows.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles. Oh! Where do, I sleep? But see, Shrek and I took some magic potion, and well, now, we're sexy! Hey, wait, what are you doing? Listen to me. Look, you love this woman, don't you?
Yes.
You wanna hold her?
Yes.
Please her?
Yes.
Then you got to try a little tenderness. The chicks love that romantic crap. Cause I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. My problems have all gone. There's no one to deride me. But you gotta have friends.
Stop singing!
You know, you really need to get yourself a pair of jammies. That makes me cry with laughter every time he says that. Donkey singing is just so funny. Round of applause to Eddie Murphy, who plays Donkey, who does the voice of Donkey. He's also really adorable too, which is just adds that to it. Like I mentioned before, the music, you gotta love the music, and the big one being Smash Mouth All-Star at the beginning of Shrek, the first film. He popped up in another music video as Austin Powers in Boys by Britney Spears before Austin Powers Goldmember in 2002, playing Dr. Evil, Austin Powers, Fat Bastard, and Goldmember. It's safe to say he was very, very, very busy. The extra cast included Beyonce as Foxy Cleopatra and Michael Caine. Upon learning that his father has been kidnapped, Austin Powers must travel to 1975 and defeat the aptly named villain Goldmember, who's working with Dr. Evil. How about no, you crazy Dutch bastard?
Can I paint as you gold? It's kind of my thing, you know. How about no, you crazy Dutch bastard?
Probably my favourite scene of just ever. To the songs, to the great songs in the film, to the English part.
Yeah, she was the barrister that became a bobby in a lorry, and they gave her the Gatling gun in the bottom of St. Regis tea kettle. Yes. And then she sat on a turtle. What's wrong with your neck? I took a Viagra.
You know, we have the I thank you. My family actually love, and me, we love the Nathan Lane part where he's playing a distraction. to the Godzilla part.
It's Godzilla! It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not.
In 2003, he was John Whitney in View from the Top. A lot of people picture him looking hilarious with his boss eye, his cross-eyed look that he has.
Do you handle surprises well?
It's almost the hallmark of the whole film, that picture of Mike Myers. In John Whitney's office were photos of Mike Myers, whose character was cross-eyed, with celebrities Sammy Davis Jr., Marty Feldman and Peter Falk. All of these actors had eye problems. Yeah, the more you know. More Shrek happened, then from cross-eyed to eyewitness in Nobody Knows Anything, 2003. Being the Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss book. Two bored children have their lives turned upside down when a talking cat comes to visit them. Dakota Fanning, Alec Baldwin and Shauna Hayes join Myers in this one. It was 101 million gross to 109 million budget, so there's a bit of money loss, and it was poorly received. 1 star on Rotten Tomatoes, 2 star on IMDb, and 1 star on Metacritic. But as we've said on the show, who cares about what they say? You know, if you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, that's your opinion as well. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes. More Shrek, more and more Shrek, to the point where Mike Myers was swimming in Shrek. Before 2008's The Love Guru, which a lot of people were disappointed by because they were expecting another big hit. Again, poorly received. Some people taking offence to the lead role. Mike played Guru Pitka and young Pitka and teenage Pitka and so on and so forth. Pitka, an American raised outside his country by gurus, returns to the States in order to break into the self-help business. His first challenge is to settle the romantic troubles and subsequent professional skid of a star hockey player whose wife left him for a rival athlete. In 1998, it was reported that Mike Myers would be playing 4 characters in Austin Powers' The Spy Who Shagged Me in 1999, the 4th being Austin's Love Guru. How weird's that? That's really strange. The character finally surfaced in a starring role in 2008, like I mentioned. He got serious again as General Ed Fenich in Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards, 2009. You have to go back to actually to you're like, oh my, that's Mike Myers. It really is. You have to pause it on your DVD player. Oh, probably got a Blu-ray now, haven't you? But pause it on your Blu-ray. A part where you have to go back and see. It's really mad. We got Shrek Forever After, which was really funny. I had some really great scenes in there.
Excuse me, Mr. Shrek. Could you do that ogre roar of yours for my son? He's a big fan.
Do the roar.
You know, I'd rather not. It's my kid's birthday party.
Do the roar.
Scared Shrekless.
Go check on the cake.
Just Shrek. And look at it. It's so much Shrek. You wouldn't believe it. Shrek. Before returning to SNL for some sketches, 2014 and 2015, in 2017, Tommy Maitland in The Gong Show, with debates surfacing about whether the character's based on a real person. Check out what he looks like. It's crazy. It will blow your mind. Appearing on Jimmy Kimmel, where Will Arnett introduces him and he comes on stage. He's got an English accent. It's mad. He's insulting Will Arnett and it's so funny. Do check it out.
You're like a giant love popsicle and I want to eat you all the way to the stick.
Okay.
It's rumoured that there's going to be an Austin Powers 4, and I wish it was true. It's been circulating for quite a while now, and is it too late? I'm not too sure. Terminal 2017 and Del in Del Close, and that's the end of that one. So Mike Myers started humbly like they all do at the start, with little glimpses of him from the Power Minute that he had, and he took it on and had some starring roles. Got hugely famous with playing Wayne Campbell and Austin Powers. Here and there, bits and bobs, doing films and TV spots. His career took a little bit of a different path with The Cat in the Hat and with The Love Guru. audience is not recepting very well to those. But I think he's back now. I think he's back. We're seeing the old Mike Myers again with Tommy Maitland and with Inglourious Bastards. I love Mike Myers, and he will always be great to me. Cheers, Mike. If you're a fan of movies, by the way, you can check out my Facebook page. I'll be honoured to have your company over there. Facebook.com/Richard Al's Radio Show. And I'll keep you up to date with all the things I'm doing, from my radio shows to my YouTube videos. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, you can always watch my Michael Myers video. That's going to be uploaded with this one, because there's a big confusion between the two names, so I thought it'd be funny and do two Evolution of videos.